What's up, Chicago? Happy Victory Friday. I hope all of you are enjoying the start to your weekend. I had to come at you guys with a double upload today because I have a lot of things to talk about after this game. I might even do a triple upload if I have the time. No guarantees though, because I also want to talk about the Bears' playoff chances and a lot of other stuff. And I'm also going to be making a Trubisky highlight video now and a hype video for the next Bears and Packers matchup, which is going to be huge. So be on the lookout for that. So pretty much in this video, guys, I want to discuss if Mitch Trubisky is turning a corner on this season. We have been waiting for a moment like this for a long time. We have been waiting for Mitch Trubisky to go out there on the national stage against a pretty good defense and absolutely dominate them, okay? That is something that all of us came into the season hoping would happen. I mean, a lot of us thought that maybe Trubisky would be an MVP candidate. We thought that he would take the next step up, and for the majority of the season that did not happen. But over the past couple games, guys, Trubisky looks like a completely different quarterback than he did earlier on this year. If you look at the stats over the last 5 games, Trubisky has been playing much better now than he did earlier on. Over the last 5 games, Trubisky has a record of 4-1. He has 13 touchdowns, he has 1,320 yards, and a passer rating of 99.7. Compare these stats to the stats that he had earlier on this year, and they are night and day different. I know before the Cowboys game, people were saying that it's only the Giants defense, it's only the Lions defense, which, yes, that to some extent was true, okay? He was going up against a few really bad defenses that did help him, gain his confidence back, but the fact of the matter is, guys, he did dominate against an elite defense as well. The Cowboys, by a lot of the metrics this year, they have been a pretty elite defense. So for Trubisky to go out there and completely pick it apart from the beginning, that shows that things are starting to click for Mitch Trubisky. If you look at some other stats as well, like yards per attempt, that is way up over the past couple weeks. It is about 7 yards per attempt over the past 5 weeks, but before that, Trubisky was averaging about like 5-ish. So Trubisky has really increased his stats by a lot in a lot of key areas, okay, where you look at for quarterbacks. His interceptions are kind of up as well. He did have 5 interceptions over the past 5 weeks, but that is to be expected, honestly, if you were actually taking shots down the field, if you were actually playing quarterback, if you're not just throwing the ball away, if you're not just getting sacked, you are going to have some interceptions, and some of them have been pretty bad interceptions, so we're not going to act like everything is amazing for Trubisky, because he does have still a lot of areas to work on. But the point is, guys, he is completely turning it around. Now the question is, why is he turning it around? Is it all on him? Is he just figuring it out? Or what is going on? Guys, the answer is pretty simple. The offense around him is functioning finally like a normal NFL offense. Our offensive line over the past couple weeks, it has been much better. It's not even close. It's been so much better than it was earlier on this year. That switch in the center with Cody Whitehair and James Daniels, it has really worked for the most part. And Cornelius Lucas, he's been phenomenal for the most part at right tackle. Charles Leno still absolutely sucks. And if we actually had a solid left tackle, think of how much better Trubisky's numbers could be. But guys, the point here is that our offensive line is finally blocking for him. It's also true, though, that Matt Nagy is finally utilizing Trubisky's abilities as a runner, and he's finally calling plays for Trubisky that actually work for him, that actually worked last year, and that are finally working this year as well. Earlier on this year, Matt Nagy was trying to turn Trubisky into a pure pocket passer. He was trying to get Trubisky to stay in the pocket all day, be like a Tom Brady or a Drew Brees, but newsflash, Matt Nagy, he is not like that, okay? Trubisky is the type of quarterback that when he gets out of the pocket, when he runs around, play action, bootleg, design QB runs, that is when he is at his best. And we saw that against the Cowboys last night. He took off from the 30-yard line and scored a touchdown from there. I mean, very few quarterbacks can do that. Lamar Jackson can do that. Josh Allen can do that. Russell Wilson can do that. Apparently Trubisky can do that too. So, man, I really wish that Matt Nagy figured this out earlier, because if he did, then I feel like the season would be so much more different. But at least he figured it out at some point, okay? Trubisky has athleticism. He has that sneaky speed. You need to utilize that in your playbook with him. You cannot turn him into a quarterback that he is not. So One more thing in this offense, though, that I have to talk about that's been so different over the past couple weeks, and it's really helped Trubisky be better as well, is that we finally have a tight end that he can throw to. A lot of people, I feel like, are underestimating how important the tight end is in Matt Nagy's offense. Okay, he generally utilizes 2 tight ends, obviously a blocking one and a receiving one, and we really did not have either of those for the majority of the season. Trey Burton was absolute garbage. Adam Shaheen was absolute garbage. I mean, they could not catch a cold. They could not really block properly either. But right now, the combination of J.P. Holtz and Jesper Horsted is working wonders for the Chicago Bears. Both of them are looking like pretty phenomenal football players right now. They're just, I mean, plain and simple, they're doing their jobs properly. They're doing what they're paid to do. They're catching the footballs. They're blocking properly. I mean, Jesper Horsted has pretty good hands. He's made some beautiful catches, and I mean, Holtz as well. So I'm just happy to see that Trubisky finally has an option at tight end, and that is completely changing this offense. So guys, like I've been saying, it's really been a combination of a lot of factors on offense of people finally doing their jobs that has led to Trubisky's rise over the past couple weeks. It is definitely true that earlier on this year, I mean, a lot of fault was on Trubisky, okay? He was not playing good at all, and people were right to criticize him for playing so poorly, but people should not have put all of the blame on Mitch Trubisky, because right now we are seeing that when he has a better offense around him, when he has coaches that are calling plays for him that actually work, when he has an offensive line that actually wants to block for him, he can make special things happen. Now, obviously, there is a lot of work still for Trubisky to do, okay? Don't get too high on this. He needs to go out there and finish the season strong. He needs to go out there in Lambeau Field and be dominant as well. He cannot go into the next game and throw a stinker and expect to not get any criticism, because he will. But all I'm trying to say here, guys, in this video is that I feel like Trubisky has turned a corner on this season so far. He's playing a lot better. He is so much more confident. He's having fun playing football, and a lot of that is because the offense around him is finally functioning like an NFL offense. That is all I have to say for this video. Leave your comments down below. But as always, bear down.